Hey guys, it's Jennifer from Breakthrough Maths here, and today I'm going to show you how to do factorising by grouping. So there's actually 4 types of factorising on the Junior Cert course, and this is just one of them that we'll cover today. So first of all, how do you know if it's factorising by grouping? Well, you can see here that we have 4 terms, or 4 elements. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So each of these, I'll call them terms or elements. And how we know it's grouping is because there's 4, as I've just shown. But with some of the other types of factorising, like with quadratics, for example, there's going to be 3 elements with difference of 2 squares. In the name, there's 2. Okay, so that's how, first of all, we recognise it's grouping. It is 4 elements. It's the only type of factorising with 4 elements. Okay, now into our question here, we're going to be asked to factorise 10DE minus DF minus 5EF plus 2D squared. So what we have to do here first is I like to colour coordinate. So we'll put D in green, for example. We will do E in red, and we can do F in blue. So we can see here, each letter has its own colour. So D is green, E is red, F is blue. Easy. Okay, what do we do next? Well, we need to make 2 pairs, and each pair need to have a colour, or in this case, a letter in common. Okay, so let's say we paired 10DE with minus DF. That would work because they both have a term in green. They both have D. But then we're left with minus 5EF and plus 2D squared. But this pairing won't work because 2D squared has neither red or blue. They have nothing in common. So we have to go back to the drawing board. So I'll rub out these pairs. And what we'll see is that actually this pair would work if we match minus DF with minus 5EF. Why do they work? Because they both have blue, or they both have the letter F. And then we're left with 10DE plus 2D squared. And this works because they both have green, or they both have the letter D. So we've paired up now. So now we need to write our pairs beside each other. So we'll go with our first pair. We have 10DE plus 2D squared. And our second pair then was minus DF and minus 5EF. Okay, now we need to create an invisible boundary between the 2. I'm showing them here. You don't have to do this in the question, but if it helps, by all means do. So we have to split it in half, and we draw a boundary just where our second pair starts. So our second pair was minus DF here, so we just draw the boundary before that. Okay, now we start with the left-hand side here. So we need to see what's the highest common factor. So the highest common number is 2 because 2 divides into 2 and 10. So we take out 2. Now next we see if there's any letters in common. So we see D is in common. We can't take out E because this term here has no E in it. Okay, now we open up a bracket and we see what goes inside. So we need to get back to what we have written here, 10DE plus 2D squared. So 2 times 5 will give us 10, and D by E will give us DE. So that's that side done. Now we need to get to plus 2D squared. All we need to add in here is plus D. 2 by D gives us 2D squared. So that's that done. Okay, now this is most of the hard work done, if not all of it. Okay, now we just copy and paste 5E plus D over to the right hand side. Now we need to see what we need to take out of the bracket so that it'll multiply to give us back what we have on top here. So as we can see, our first term is 5E. Now normally that would be corresponding with what we have first, but in this case it's not. So this is a little trick to look out for. We can see 5E is here, so it must be related to this term, minus 5EF. So what do we have to multiply 5E to get to minus 5EF? So we have the 5, we have the E, we're just missing the minus F. So minus 5EF. That's this bit done. Now we need minus df, so let's see if this works. Minus f by d gives us minus df. So we're done that side. Now all we've left to do is join these two loose ends up. So we have 2d minus f, and we write down one of our brackets, 5e plus d. And that's how you do factorising by grouping.